Raising the Bar live, where we talk about all things benefits. And today we are going to talk about ICHRAs. We do them for some of our smaller clients, and we have some larger clients that have asked some questions about it, and we have some other people in our orbit who have had more and less success with it. So today, I'm going to run through about 10 questions that you should ask if you're thinking about moving into an ICHRA. And then I am going to give you some context of both the good and the bad that we've seen, because I think an ICHRA can be a great idea for some employers and maybe not a great idea for others. So first batch of questions. What is the overall goal of offering an ICHRA to your employees? And I think it's really important to answer this question. How will you determine the ICHRA allowance amount for each employee? That gets a little, you need to get in the weeds with that because individual plans impact people differently. And how will you offer the ICHRA to all employees or only to a certain group of employees? So here's the context. Watch for classes. Yes, you can class people out into an ICHRA class. And I've seen that work really well when an employer has a group of people that they're not currently offering benefits to, but they would like to do something for. 1099 people who are quite close into your orbit, or maybe a long-term part-time group of employees. There's a whole host of reasons to do that for a batch of people. And what that allows you to do is offer something with a fixed cost, right? Because you're going to contribute whatever it is that you're going to contribute. And then they can have whatever plan it is that they want. They do not impact the enrollment or performance of your main health insurance plan. The other thing to watch for with ICHRAs is, with an ICHRA, that stands for Individual Contribution Health Reimbursement Account, the employee will be going on to the individual exchange to get their health insurance. So they'll be subject to whatever it is in the marketplace, and they will pay the premium at their age. So if they're 25 or 35 or 45 or 55, that's what they pay. Your contribution is often fixed. So the younger folks will get a much bigger benefit out of that than somebody who's a little bit older. Typically, when you're in your 50s, those exchange premiums are $600, $700, $800 a month for not great coverage, and you're probably not contributing a whole lot. The other thing to consider is that if you offer an ICHRA, the employee is not eligible for a subsidy on the exchange. And a lot of times that's not communicated very well. So be aware of those couple of things. Next batch of questions. How will you communicate the benefits of ICHRA to your employees? How will you ensure compliance with the IRS and requirements? What kind of administrative support will be required to implement and manage the ICHRA? Ask good questions here. It's a different process. And what kind of record keeping and reporting will be required? So to make this work well, you need a TPA, a third-party administrator, who will handle all of the record keeping for you. Most TPAs do a really great job at that. Sophie agrees. However, you need to do what the TPA asks you to do. It's really important. And final batch of questions. Will you offer additional benefits or services to employees in conjunction with the ICHRA, right? Will you continue to offer dental and vision, disability coverages, any sort of ancillary and voluntary coverages? Will you continue to do that, or will you stop those as well? And how will you handle employees who opt out of the ICHRA or choose to opt in later? So you still have an eligibility issue questions to answer, and then you have to follow that process. And finally, how will you measure the success and impact of the ICHRA on your business and your employees? I've seen employers be told, oh, this gets everything out of your office. Kind of. You still need to do the record keeping, and you still need to make sure that people follow the process, and you still need to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And I don't think this is an overly difficult process, but it is a different process. So if you have any questions, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.